With the Compromise of 1877, Republican President Rutherford B. Hayes threw the black citizens of the United States under the bus. The Compromise of 1877 brought an end to the era known as Reconstruction, and the South immediately began instituting what became known as Jim Crow laws. These laws segregated black and white citizens. They wanted to reinstate the racial social order that was established during slavery. Despite the 15th Amendment, states proceeded to institute barriers to voting that disenfranchised black men until the passage of the Voting Rights Act in 1965. This was 87 years later. Black people would challenge the constitutionality of these segregation laws, and one of these challenges was brought on by a man named Homer Plessy. Homer Plessy was a mixed-race man in Louisiana who purchased a first-class ticket that should have enabled him to be seated in the first-class rail car with white passengers. It didn't. When he sat down, he was told to leave, so he sued, and the case went all the way to the Supreme Court, where in 1896, the Supreme Court handed down the landmark Plessy versus Ferguson decision. Plessy versus Ferguson decision established the separate but equal doctrine. The separate but equal doctrine allows states to maintain separate facilities for blacks and whites. The Supreme Court decision upheld Jim Crow laws, and this would go on to last until President Lyndon B Johnson passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. In the Plessy decision, the court had ruled that separate facilities did not violate the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause, so long as the facilities were equal. Both the Dred Scott and the Plessy versus Ferguson rival each other as being the worst Supreme Court decisions in history.